Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name is Deanna and today we'll be working on tutorial number 3 for my Falling in Love mini album. After we closed yesterday, or in the last video I should say, I decided to add a pocket and a flip on the left side of our inside of our cover, and on the back we'll add a pocket also. So I pre-prepped some strips from my scraps that I'm going to put inside of the back area, and then got my bottoms ready. Now I wasn't going to do a back pocket, but changed my mind. So the front pocket is just a little bigger than the back pocket. If I was going to do it again and knew I was going to do both the front and the back, I would have split the difference and had them both be the same size, but that is not the case. So I have added a pocket that is 9 3/4 wide by 4.5 high, and scored it a 1/2 inch each edge on the 9 3/4 side for both pieces. The back pocket is only 4 inches high. So I've already attached this one. Let's go ahead and attach this one together. So that will not cover the whole width of the inside of the covers. You're going to have a little bit of space on each side, which is fine because you have your spine there, and you want to stay away from that where that bends there. So we're just going to center it. It'll be plenty big. I don't know if they'll have use for a lot of pockets, but I thought, you know what, it's a nice decorative piece. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to line up about 1/8 of an inch from the bottom, and I'm going to come in about 1/4 of an inch from my outside edge there. I'm just eyeballing it. There we go. Perfect. So we'll just continue on. I have cut some strips. These are all approximately 8 inches long, and I've just cut them in their different widths and stuff. So I'm going to alternate the black and the cream. So let's go ahead and just glue those in right now. Get that done. Don't need a ton of glue at the bottom per se, because that's going to be inside the pocket, but just try to keep it from catching on anything. All right, so I'm going to slide this first one right in here. I'm going to keep it right along my edge there. Bring it in about, I want to say probably about 1/8 of an inch from that top there. There we go. Like I said, we're going to alternate between the cream and the black there. And these were all from my scraps. I just pulled some out, and I'll show you in a second how much scraps I had left. I'm going to butt these right up against each other. So we can hopefully get this done today. This should be it. This should be it. And then I think I've got everything else prepped and ready to go. As soon as we get these done, then I'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and finish up the two last pages we have, attach them, and finish our front. Oops, there goes the glue there. Okay. Now when I put this in, I'm trying to be careful not to go too far down in so I don't get glue down and then glue my pocket shut. And I guessed at the width of my last one, so we might have to trim that down a little bit, but I think I've got it pretty close to exactly what I need. Okay. Let me do a test fit here. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. We'll do the lace side here. And I ended up using the last two sheets that I had left, that I said in my last video that I had two full sheets left. Those are gone. I used them for the flip on the front cover side there. So every full piece, 12 by 12 piece, has been used up. All right. So we're just going to put this on. I got to cut this down. Is this for this one? That's for this one. Where's, oh, right here. Thought I had it already. So here I've just added You Are My North sticker on there. And we'll just add that to the bottom of this one here. Here we go. So this is cut at 8 5/8 wide by 3 7/8 high. There we go. And then this is left open here. Let me grab a picture here. So she can still get a picture slid under there if she wants. So, all right. There we go. So that takes care of the back pocket. I'm not going to add a tag or anything to that. And let's go ahead and, the front pocket is already attached. You're going to need 8 5/8 wide by 4 3/8 high. In addition to the pocket, I added some magnets here to hold the flip closed. And I think we're going to go with the plaid on this one. That's what I've already got. I already got it smudged with the black soot. Oh, you know what? I need to put on my hinge first. Let me wipe this off. Or not my hinge, let's wipe that off a second. My flip. All right. So this is cut at 9 1/4 wide by 10 1/8 high, and I've scored it at a 1/2 inch. And then I figured out where my pocket was going to be, because I should have added this on before I added my pocket. And I just did a little slit here in the right where the pocket is going to be. So my magnets will automatically line up, so it'll make it easy for me to put that down. So let's go ahead and glue that down, and then we will do the rest of the decorative cardstock. But I think that the hinge will be covered by that cardstock there, the decorative cardstock. All right. So I'm going to let my magnets take a hold there, and then I'm just going to place this down. There we go. Okay. Here. Oh, perfect. There we go. Yep, that lined up just perfect. Okay. So now let's go ahead, and I don't know how much that'll be covered, but a bit of it, yeah, quite a bit of it. Well, perfect. So let's reglue this again. Yeah, typically I would have put the flip page underneath and then put the pocket on top, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Okay, all right. So maybe a little bit extra glue by this magnet there. Trying to see my pocket. Everything's black, so it makes it hard to see where things begin and end there. All right. All right. So now I'm going to pull this up and add a little extra glue here and here. I want to be careful not to press that down yet. Again, we're going to do the strips. Let's start with a black one since we ended with the cream one on the other side. And again, these are just a mix and match. A mix and match. Make sure I have that straight. Looks pretty straight. Okay. Okay. Just keep moving along. Okay. It's early yet here for me, so I'm sorry if I'm a little quiet. I decided to try to get this done before my granddaughter gets here. I have her today, so try to get this done with ya, because once she's here, unless she takes a nap, which she typically does not anymore, every once in a while, I don't have a lot of time to do things like this. So till after she leaves, and by the time she leaves, then I've got to get dinner ready and all that kind of stuff. So it's just easier if I just get right at it in the morning before she gets here. And there we go, all the way down. There we go. Perfect. You can see I've got a little tiny bit of that, out there, so I'm just going to trim that off. There we go. Just at the top of the pocket there. Okay. So there we go. So now for the inside of this piece, I'm going to slide this down so you can see. I have chosen, this was one of my last pieces. I just added a couple of the hearts that say true on there. We'll go ahead and attach that. So they are going to have plenty of room for pictures, I'm sure. There we go. I have those magnets right there, so I gotta try to get that down there like that. magnets set in. I should put a little extra glue along there, but we've got it. We've got it. There we go. Should hold. And then for the top, I've just added those rose stickers there, and that will be the top part of our thing. And then that is all the additional things that I added. I think on a couple of the cream colored flips in there, I added where I didn't have a decoration. I think I found some and just added a couple stickers. Now I started with 4 of the sticker sheets, and I'll show them here in just a second what I have left. All right, and those I want at the top there. And these, there we go, just like that. So let's open this up so I can get a good press there. Make sure the glue gets worked around. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch over. Oh, I added another magnet here because when this was just sitting there, this wanted to fall down and create a gap there like that, and I didn't want that. So I did add an additional magnet there and then here, and just put the stickers over them to conceal them. So, but now we've got a really good magnetic system. Now, if it was standing up, it wouldn't have mattered because it would have stayed up there. But if she has it laying down, then I wanted that to be really secure. And then I just added the kisses and hugs sticker there. So let's set this aside, and we'll go ahead and finish up here with our question. So this is the sticker sheet, and I had 4 of these, and so I just have 2, or did I have 3? I must have had 3 sticker sheets because I only used one of the forevers, and I'm not seeing the other one. So 3 full stickers, and I just have these, just 2 forevers and just a couple other ones left on here. So that's not so bad. And then this is my scraps. So not a ton of scraps, not big pieces anyway. I'll put these in my stash and make flowers out of them. I did, in addition to the 2 kits that I used, which if you remember were Everlasting and Fate. The Everlasting is the black and cream and white, and then the Fate is the cream color. And 2015 for one and 2014 for the Fate. So I had extra sheets of this polka dot, and I had extra sheets of this plaid one. So, and I don't remember how many extra I had, but quite a few. So, but I'm going to cover my big tags on both sides with cardstock. So, and then in addition to that, I did have some sticker sheets of these. I had 3 of them. I only used parts of 2. I had another project that I used some on. So, all right. So we can get going here. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with this one. Since this is going to be an easy one. Again, there's a magnet here. I'm going to leave that because their picture is going to cover that up, and I don't have to worry about having additional thickness behind there. This one will get covered with the decorative cardstock. So let's go ahead and just move right along, and hopefully we will be able to get this done. So 6 1/4 high by 2 3/8 wide. And then I've rounded my corners. You do not have to do that if you don't want to, or use whatever corner rounder you like. I have a fancier one, but I never think to grab it when I'm getting these done. So usually ends up being just a plain round corner, which is fine. There we go. And same size for this one. So I don't have a ton of stickers left, which is kind of nice because if you don't have the paper, what are you going to use the stickers for? I did find, and I'll show you in a second here, so I get this pressed on in the packet, that it's the wedding word stickers. So I'll probably just, even though there's not wedding, there's lots of words on here that can be used. So I'll just either send it with this or just keep it for something else. I'm not sure. Okay. So that is, and this side is done. Oh, these were already done because it was the patchwork. This side was the patchwork. I got some stickers on there, and I've added some of the stickers to these. And these are 6 3/8 wide by 4 3/8 high. You need 4 of them, 2 for the outside of the flap and 2 for the inside. So let's go ahead and line those up. And a full photo will fit on here. These are open, so they're just glued around the edges. So she can still get a picture in there. So add a little decoration. The hearts are also left open, so the picture can be slid underneath those. So it doesn't, because it is perfect size for a picture, I didn't want to close that off. I'm one that likes to go in for the most part and just lay my pictures in. If I, don't have to mess with cutting down, which it doesn't usually take but a couple seconds. And I usually have my trimmer and everything real handy. And I can just trim my pictures down if I need to, but if I can go in and just slap a picture in, that's much better. I like that much better. So, all right. Last one for these. This is a fairly simple album to put together. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. We want to watch our gussets there. Okay. See show you that the hearts are still open. See, that one probably got glued down a bit too far. Sometimes the glue squeezes out, but you can still get a picture in there. All right. And then the last piece, I just took from the heading, "My Heart Is and Will Always Be Yours" by Jane Austen. So I just cut that off and created a banner looking element with that. And that's just from the top heading of one of the papers. All right. That glue's starting to glob up there a little bit. All right. Perfect. glue tip there. All right, so that is done. So that looks nice. Here we go. And moving on to the next one, our last one, and this is the thickest one. So let's just keep moving right along. Okay, so this one, I have to figure out which one I did. Okay. All right, so this is the front piece, and this is 7 inches wide by 9 3/4 high. So we're just going to move right along, keep gluing here. Get this. Okay, and I've just put the sticker together there. I'm going to grab a sheet of white cardstock because I cannot see this very good. And I don't want it to be, let's really have anything I can see here. Okay, there we go. I don't want it to be too far off there. All that black on black. And then if one's a little shorter than the other, that's fine, but then it's, all right. Plan B here, where's my other? All right, here we go. This will work. I have to reglue that. All right. There we go. Now I can see. Goodness gracious. It just makes it so hard when the colors are all blending together. Okay, here we go. Let's try again. That's better. All right. That's better. Okay. All right. Now for this side, let's go ahead and pop this open and get these ones down. Here I've added and left that open. So this piece is 7 wide by 9 3/4 high too, also. Just get these in there. There we go. Perfect. Okay. 6 1/8 wide by 9 3/4 high for this piece. And I can add a sticker to that probably here pretty soon. Probably see it when I do my walkthrough. All right, now let's go back to this one. So we don't have to worry about all those underneath there. And this one is 6 1/8 wide by 9 3/4 high. And then this one has an additional strip here to make up the difference. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down. And this was the, I have pieces that are kind of wide, but not quite. I mean, I split the difference with these 6 inches. And then just, that way I can utilize a whole piece and then just add a little decorative element. All right, so let's move this way. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to run this heart strip right alongside there. I should have filled up my glue. Should have filled my glue up, and we're just going to run that right alongside there to make up that. It's an 1/8 of an inch difference, but I cut this a little wider because it's easier to cut wider than or easier to glue down. So there we go. So it takes care of that. And then for this piece here, we have Devotion. A white piece of cardstock there. So these pages are just like flipped. So our next one underneath will have the same as what we just did there with the little strip. Got the glue gun plugged in and ready to go for us. I'm going to open this up so I can press that down. Get a good seal on that. There we go. All right. Okay. That looks good. All right. So now, again, we have the same thing. We're going to put this one over on this side. Just flip inside, same thing. And then here's our heart strip. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. All right, I'm going to close this up a second, bring this way. We can finish these up. All right, so on this side, we're going to do this. And again, here, looks like I can do a sticker. Okay. You get to cutting and stuff, and it's like you just want to keep moving on the cutting, and then sometimes I forget to add the elements, but you'll see if I add additional ones when I do the walkthrough. So. There we go. And then this is for the back piece, 7 inches wide by 9 3/4 high. And again, it has the tag that I left open. It's just glued at the corner there. Okay. And then I have another strip here, and I believe it goes to cover that little tiny edge there. Okay. So it's just the polka dot, I think. Just a little edge there, I think. I'm going to wait a second and see. Just just to make sure. But I think that's where that goes. So I'm going to set that up there, but I think that's where it goes. So now you have your matchbook here. I've added just a couple of the stickers that look like hinge slats, and I've added brads to that. Okay, we're going to stop here because my granddaughter has arrived. So sorry about the dog noise. I will continue this in a fourth video. So if you're a subscriber, I want to thank you very much for subscribing. If you're not, please consider subscribing at this time. In the right hand corner, there is a subscribe icon. You can hit that and the bell will pop up. You can be notified each time I put up a new video. And as always, until the next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.